Making mistakes is a part of life, and we learn a lot from mistakes. But the mistakes can be extremely costly, especially when it comes to money mistakes. Hey, I'm Lorianne. I'm the co-founder of Dow Janes. I'm a money coach, and today I am here to hopefully prevent you or stop you from making these mistakes, some of which I made myself. I also might be pointing out some mistakes that you are making that you are maybe not even aware that you're making. So let's get into it. Here are 10 financial mistakes to avoid at all costs. Number 1, allowing lifestyle creep. Lifestyle creep is when you gradually start spending more money on non-essential items as your income increases. This could mean moving to a nicer apartment and paying higher rent, taking on more expensive hobbies, more nights dining out, getting every new iPhone. Things that used to become luxuries start to feel like necessities. And this is really common. As your income increases, if the amount that you're spending increases right alongside it, you're not actually building any additional wealth. Now, I'm not saying that you can't treat yourself. Treat yourself. I'm here for it. But as your income increases, ideally, so does the amount that you are saving. Make sure that you aren't just spending money because you have it. Figure out your 3 to 5 top core values, things like growth or health or spirituality, and spend your money on things that align with those values. If something doesn't align, then think twice before you spend your money on it. There's a lot of ways that we spend money that might not actually be making us any happier. We've got some videos on how to make smarter spending decisions, so if you need to clean up your spending habits, check out the links in the descriptions down below to watch them. Second mistake is investing before you pay off your high interest rate debt. Women ask me all the time if they should invest while they still have debt or if they should wait until they pay it off. And my question is always, what kind of debt are we talking about? If you have high interest rate debt, meaning debt where the interest rate is 7% or greater, then I highly recommend you pay it off before you start investing. See, on average in the stock market, you can expect an annual return of 8 to 10%. So if you have credit card debt with a 25% interest rate, there's no point in investing to earn 8% because you'll always be costing yourself more money than you can earn through investing by continuing to carry that debt. However, if you have low interest rate debt, like a mortgage or low interest student loans, then we say it's okay to treat this debt as marathon debt and pay it down over time while you build up your assets and start investing. If you need help paying down your debt, then I recommend checking out our 5 days to debt-free mini course. I will leave a link to that in the description below. Mistake number 3 is procrastinating on paying off high interest rate debt. I just told you why high interest rate debt is holding you back from investing. And investing is an essential step to building wealth. So you really can't build significant wealth until you start investing. And that means you need to be focused on paying off your high interest rate debt as your number 1 priority. Now, if you've been in debt for a long time, you may be kind of comfortable inside your debt. And we want to disrupt that. We don't want being in high interest rate debt to be a part of your comfort zone anymore. We want to get you out of that as fast as possible so you can put your money to better activities like building wealth for yourself and your family. Mistake number 4, missing out on employer contribution matching. If you have an employer-sponsored retirement account, like a 401k, and your employer offers matching, take full advantage of it. This is free money. Free money. Don't miss out on this. And this goes for those of you with high interest rate debt as well. The only exception to what I said about paying off your high interest rate debt before you start investing is to contribute the maximum amount that your employer will match into your 401k, because that is a 100% return, and that is greater than the interest rate you'll be paying on that credit card debt. So contribute the maximum that your employer will match. Mistake number 5, paying for subscriptions that you no longer use or need. A recent research study showed that on average, consumers spend $133 more on monthly subscriptions than they realize that they are spending. And more than 40% of them have forgotten that they are even paying for a subscription that they no longer use. So consider this your reminder to stay aware of how much money is coming in and out of your account every month. Take a look at how much your streaming services, magazine subscriptions, the FabFitFun boxes are costing you, and ask yourself a couple of questions. Like, do I use this? Does this add value to my life? Would I miss this if it were gone? Could I be investing this money into something that adds even more joy and value? The women that I've worked with who have had the most success in turning around their financial situation have set up a weekly money ritual where they check their balance on their income and their expenses every single week. That way, these forgotten subscriptions don't stay forgotten forever. You keep an eye on what's going in and out of your bank account, and you interrupt things that you no longer need to be spending money on. If you want to learn how to set up your own weekly money ritual, we've got a video on that, which I will link to in the description, and I really recommend watching it. This is a cornerstone habit that is an excellent first move to taking control of your finances. Mistake number 6, blindly leaving your finances to your partner. A lot of women choose to leave money management to their partners, and for good reason. Maybe you never were taught financial literacy, maybe you have uncomfortable feelings about money and you just rather not deal with it. Maybe your partner is the one that wants to be responsible for it. Now, I'm not saying that you need to be involved in every single part of the household finances if that isn't what you want, but you should understand finances enough to be able to intelligently discuss financial decisions and understand what's happening with your money. After all, if you don't understand personal finances, how can you know if your partner is doing a good job managing the money or not? Your partner might be doing a great job, I hope that they are, but you can't know that if you don't actually have the financial literacy to understand what's happening, or if you don't have any financial conversations with your partner about your money. My husband and I, we did a video where we talked about how we manage our finances as a couple, so I will link to that in the description. Mistake number 7, not investing your retirement savings. A lot of people assume that because they're saving for retirement, they're invested, but that's not necessarily true. Make sure the money that you are saving and putting away for your retirement actually gets invested so that that money is growing for your golden years. Mistake number 8 is not saving an emergency fund or a peace of mind fund, because life is unpredictable. You could get laid off, your car could break down, unexpected expenses inevitably pop up. So how do you pay for it without throwing your whole budget out of whack? That's where the emergency fund comes in. This is a stash of money that's set aside for when life's surprises come at you with a price tag. It's crucial to have this emergency fund set aside so that when the unexpected does happen, you're protected. If you want to learn more about emergency funds, we've got a full-on video on how much to save, when to use it, and where to keep it, and so much more. So I will leave a link to that in the description below. Y'all are getting a lot of links today. All right, mistake number 9, not having a money plan. Not having a plan for your money, it's one of the best ways to lose money. Money has this seemingly magical ability to disappear. If we don't pay attention to it, it tends to slip through our fingers. So create yourself a money plan. The pillars of a good money plan include creating a budget, tracking your expenses, setting financial goals, building up that emergency fund, planning for retirement, and if you have debt, strategizing on how you're going to go about paying that down. Mistake number 10 is not investing in your own financial education. This is a mistake that I see so many women making, and it's not entirely their fault. Little boys are often raised with the expectation that they'll someday manage the money, and sometimes little girls are not. Studies have shown that parents are less likely to teach their daughters about finances than they are to teach their sons. That makes it even more crucial that women get the financial education that they need to make sure that they are living a financially sound life, and that money serves the role money is meant to serve, which is a tool that makes life easier. not a source of stress. If you'd like to take your financial education to the next level, we can help you do that. Check out our signature program, The $1 Million Year, where we walk you through everything that you need to know in order to take control of your finances and build wealth. All right, I hope you found this useful. Let me know in the comments if you're making any of these money mistakes right now and which ones you are going to stop doing immediately and course correct.